Hey everyone, it's Simo from Investment Research. Today I want to share something I believe can completely change how you think about investing. I'm talking about SCHD, the Schwab U.S. Dividend Equity ETF, and how you can build a stable income from it, live off the dividends, and even retire early if you plan and stay consistent. A lot of people overcomplicate investing. They check stock prices every day, worry about the economy, interest rates, or recessions, and they still don't get the returns they want. SCHD is different. In my view, it's one of those rare ETFs where you can set it and forget it, let the companies do their work, and let your money grow naturally. Let's start with why SCHD works. The ETF focuses on companies with solid, consistent dividends. These are not random picks. These are companies that have proven they can pay shareholders for years, sometimes decades. That matters because dividends are not just money you get in your account. They are a signal that the company is financially healthy and stable. That is the first filter I look at when choosing anything for long-term income. SCHD holds over 100 companies diversified across industries, which reduces the risk of putting all your eggs in one basket. One of the things I really like about SCHD is the dividend yield. Right now it is about 3.5%, which is roughly double the S&P 500 average. That means for every $10,000 invested, you could be getting $350 a year in passive income just from dividends. And the way I think about it is this: even if the market goes up and down, these dividends tend to keep coming, and you can reinvest them. Reinvesting is where the real magic happens because your money starts to compound over time. For example, if you invest $420 every month into SCHD, over 10 years you could have close to $90,000 with around $260 a month coming just from dividends. That is enough to cover small expenses or a car payment literally without touching your main investment. If you look further out, say 20 years, that same $420 per month grows to over $360,000 with more than $1,000 a month coming in from dividends. That is real passive income you can rely on. And if you are thinking long-term, like 30 or 40 years, the numbers get really impressive. Over 30 years, you could easily have more than $1.2 million invested and receive around $3,600 per month in dividend income. Over 40 years, approaching $4 million invested, the dividend income could be more than $11,000 per month. This is why I always tell people to stop chasing short-term gains and focus on the long term. Compounding is the most powerful force in investing, and SCHD is designed to take advantage of it. People often ask me if they can really live off SCHD alone. My answer is yes, but it depends on your lifestyle and how disciplined you are with contributions and reinvesting dividends. You do not need to time the market, jump from stock to stock, or stress about recessions. Companies in SCHD have proven resilience. They survived 2008, 2020, and many smaller crashes. That gives me peace of mind, knowing my income is not tied to a single company or industry failing. I also focus on where I put my SCHD investments. Personally, I use a Roth IRA and a taxable brokerage account. The Roth IRA is great because you can let the money grow tax-free, and when you retire, the dividends and growth can come out completely tax-free. The taxable account allows me to access dividends earlier, say in my 40s or 50s, for additional cash flow. I like to max the Roth contribution every year and keep a good chunk in my brokerage account. That way I get the best of both worlds, long-term tax-free growth and near-term dividend income. The real key to making this work is consistency. Even if you start small, investing a fixed amount every month, over time the dividends grow and the reinvested dividends grow too. I have seen people completely change their financial future just by sticking to this method. In my view, it is the easiest, least stressful way to build real wealth without guessing which stock will explode next week. Another thing I love about SCHD is the quality of the companies themselves. Top holdings include familiar names like Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Lockheed Martin, Merck, and Home Depot. These are businesses, that have been around for decades and continue to grow. That is part of why the fund is so stable. You're not betting on hype, you're investing in solid businesses that consistently reward shareholders. Now I want to talk about mindset. Living off dividends requires patience and discipline. You have to see it as a lifestyle choice, not a quick money strategy. Contribute regularly, reinvest dividends, and let compounding work for you. It may take years, but the result is financial freedom. You can cover your expenses with passive income, grow your wealth, and even pass it on to future generations. In my view, this is not theoretical. I have modeled it many times, and the numbers add up. Consistency is everything. Let's also talk about withdrawals and living off SCHD. One of the benefits of this approach is you do not have to sell your investments to live comfortably. You can use the dividends, let the principal continue to grow, and your income will continue to compound. For example, someone who starts investing at age 30 and continues with $420 a month could easily retire comfortably by age 55 just using dividends as income. They could keep their principal intact, letting their money work for them while enjoying a passive income stream for decades. Inflation is another thing people worry about. In my view, the key is to keep contributing and reinvesting. SCHD has historically increased its dividend every year, and even modest growth in dividends can outpace inflation over the long term. If you stay consistent, the combination of reinvested dividends and increasing dividend payouts keeps your income growing in real terms. This is why I see SCHD as a real tool for financial independence. Another tip I share with people is to track your contributions and dividend growth annually. It is motivating to see how your passive income increases over time. Even if you start small, watching your monthly dividends grow is powerful. It reinforces the habit and makes you more likely to stick to the plan. I have personally seen people who started with only a few $100s a month and ended up generating thousands per month in dividends after decades of consistent investing. To summarize, SCHD is simple, effective, and designed for long-term investors. You can build stable income, live off dividends, and enjoy compounding without overcomplicating your life. Personally, I use it in both a Roth IRA and a taxable account, contribute every month, and reinvest dividends. Over time, it creates a foundation for financial freedom. If you stay consistent, your money grows, your income grows, and you can literally live off it in the future. Thanks for watching. If you found this useful, subscribe, leave a comment with your thoughts, and check out my other videos where I explain step by step how to start building your own passive income with SCHD and other dividend strategies.